many of us don't really notice how much we rely on clear, crisp sound until it starts slipping. Suddenly, everyday things like conversations in a busy cafe, listening to podcasts on the go, or catching every detail in a movie becomes a real challenge. Well, OTC hearing aids are popping up everywhere now, and they're promising to fix all that, but without that old school, clunky, and awkward designs that used to make you feel self-conscious. Today, they're sleek, lightweight, and packed with features that feel genuinely high-tech. And this one right here is no exception. These are the YeSound RIC800s. Over-the-counter hearing aids like this one aims to give you prescription-level performance without the hassle or the real big price tag. They've even been rated in the top 25% of OTC models by HearAdvisor, picking up a sound grade A for clarity. On paper, that sounds great, but I really wanted to know if they're actually great to live with day to day. So is this product truly worth that asking price? Well, let's first start by unboxing it. So unboxing this product, and you really don't get much in the box. You get the hearing aid, which sits neatly in the charging case, and you get a few extras like different ear tips, a little cleaning brush, and the charging cable. I have to admit, the case itself feels familiar, so if you're used to Bluetooth earbuds, it's got that compact, smooth, and genuinely pocket-friendly design. That certainly stood out to me immediately, especially compared to some bulky cases I've tried in the past that felt more like a hassle than anything else. When you pick up the hearing aids themselves, I have to admit they're featherweight. At just under 0.1 ounces, you can barely notice them in your hand, let alone your ears. And I think that lightweight feel really sets the tone because the design and build quality are just as subtle and thoughtfully done. The design is really subtle and modern, more like a good pair of wireless earbuds than anything that looks medical. They are just over an inch tall and super light, so they basically disappear behind your ear. The receiver in-canal setup means the speaker sits right in your ear canal while the rest tucks neatly behind your ear. Normally you only see that kind of design in prescription hearing aids, but here you can grab it off the shelf. I wore them on long walks and even while cycling, and thanks to the IPX8 waterproofing, they handled sweat and the occasional shower with no issue. Obviously not completely waterproof, but the fact it can deal with that is pretty good. Comfort is huge, and I think they really nailed it. With all the different ear tips, you've got open, closed, tulip, power. You can find the one that really fits just right for you. Once they're in, they're so light you basically forget them anyway. Getting started and set up with these is really easy. You don't really have to be a tech enthusiast to figure it out. The devices come pre-paired with the charging case, and once you download the YeSound app, it walks you through the setup. No audiogram or professional fitting needed, you just follow the steps and in a few minutes they're tuned to your hearing. Each step will individually tweak each earbud so that you get the best possible sound coming through. The app itself is surprisingly simple to use. You get 3 main listening modes: general, noisy, and outdoor, plus a music mode. They've even a basic EQ so you can tweak the sound without feeling too overwhelmed. It's not stuffed with complicated setups, which makes it super approachable if this is your first type of hearing aids. I did try the modes in real life situations, and in a busy cafe, switching to noisy mode instantly brought my friend's voice to the front, almost like the background had been turned down. On walks near traffic, outdoor mode gave me enough awareness of my surroundings to feel somewhat safer. And then there's the music mode, which you can just click on when you want, and although it's not hi-fi quality, it certainly adds a good level of clarity so you can listen to music in better quality. Now, sound quality is really good, and to be honest, the noise cancellation is where the RIC800s really stood out for me. They use AI-powered noise cancellation and a free mic system called Acoustic Shield 2.0, which basically means voices get separated from all the background clutter. I was in the shop and could hear the cashier perfectly over the hum of freezers and checkout beeps, and at home, even with the TV on, conversations came through naturally instead of sounding artificial or tinny. To be honest, I wasn't surprised because the lab tests back it up too. These scored a sound grade A, putting them in the top quarter of OTC hearing aids for clarity. But honestly, for me, the real proof was just noticing how I stopped getting distracted by background noise and could focus on the conversations in front of me. On top of the basics, the RIC800s come with some handy features. Bluetooth streaming works on both iOS and Android, so calls, podcasts, and music go straight to your ears. The 15-meter range held up surprisingly well. I could leave my phone in the kitchen and still take a call in the next room with no dropouts. People on the other end didn't even realize I wasn't actually using a headset. Everything can be picked up through these hearing aids. Now, battery life is a solid win. You get up to 31 hours of hearing time, or around 18 hours if you're streaming. The charging case holds about 3 extra charges, so that's nearly 100 hours before you even need to think about plugging it in. For me, that meant almost a full week of mixed use without even stressing about the battery. Now, of course, nothing's perfect. The app is really simple, which is great if you're new to hearing aids, but if you like having a lot of control, it might feel a bit basic. You're mostly stuck with the preset modes and the basic EQ. Compared to the audiogram-based tuning you get with prescription hearing aids, it's not super in-depth. But once again, still, the sound quality and noise cancellation still is really good. After spending a good chunk of time with the YeSound RIC800s, I can see why people are talking about them. The clarity is impressive and lab tests back it up. But more importantly, they're just really easy to wear and use and make everyday life easier. Sure, the app could have more options, and the music playback isn't going to blow your mind, but overall they strike a really nice balance. For me, what makes the RIC800s one of the strongest OTC hearing aids options right now is just their clarity and portability. They're not clunky, horrible to wear, they're made to just simply slide into your life without too much hassle. As always, be sure to check this product out in the link in the description. Let me know what you think. Till next time.